take a whole September of this weather, would you?
Oh, I'll tell you, the only thing is that you know that, hey, September's coming here and we've got noon games and we're going to Arizona to play that second football game. So we went and worked out in the indoor the other day and it was hot in there, so that was good.
How's your running game coming along?
I think it's still the question mark that we have. I mean, we've got some very good running backs. We're just have some lack of depth at offensive line, and people have to step up and play better for us to be successful in the run game.
I guess that's the next question: is the offensive line
just the depth? I mean, it's a major concern. There's no question.
And you're still shuffling there a little. Is there a day at which you would like to say, I'd like us to be locked in now between now and Western Michigan, where we're not making changes on Thursday night?
Yeah, well, I mean, again, it's probably some of the things that because of situations we've had to. Today Postic was playing tackle, so we've had some situations that you just have to. We're going to play the 5 best, and luckily our schemes are simple enough or simplified so that players can play different positions. But we'd rather have Graham at center and guard.
He was saying that this is the kind of time when people start to get tired of hitting each other. Are players getting a little bit more chippy during practice right now?
They've been good. They've been good. We'll scrimmage tomorrow. We'll get after it a little bit tomorrow. So it's come 12 days away. So they're feeling it a little bit. There's no question.
Special teams, getting the repetitions and things you want?
Yeah, we've had during our 2-a-days, our night practice would be 30 minutes of special teams of technique work, fundamental work. We're done with 2-a-days now. There's no more 2-a-days, but we'll still work 20 minutes a day on just the fundamentals of special teams.
Is your kicker punter thing coming in any tighter focus?
Nick Imicus has had a good camp, and Justin Duvernois have had good camps. Ryan Langford can come in and definitely do some things as the kicker, or as a punter, excuse me. Ryan Frain's been a little bit, off and on, so we're looking for a little bit more consistency, but he's made some big field goals too.
Can you talk about your linebackers, how are Houston and Jonathan looking?
They're doing really good. I'll tell you what, Houston's done good. Jonathan Brown has done an exceptional job. Mason Monahan is going to be a good football player.
How important was it to have Keith Gilmore not just stay from last year's coaching staff running now, but what does he mean to this team and this coaching staff?
Well, he's got brings a little continuity back because of the players know him and know what to expect from him, and he's always done a great job with the defensive front. So he's doing an outstanding job, no question.
Coach, for those offensive line spots, I mean, you're obviously going to have 5 starters. How many people would you say is now between? Is it 6? Is it 7 kids? Is it 8? I mean, what's that number? Is that fluctating?
Well, it's still, due to a couple of injuries that we've had there throughout camp, it's still 7 or 8, and that's my philosophy of playing. We need to play more than just 5 offensive linemen all year. So our offensive line will play 7 to 8 during a game so that they can get themselves set and ready for later on in the season.
So what we saw of Graham today, Graham could literally play all 5 spots.
He has. I mean,
right.
More on today we put him at right tackle. He's been on the left side of our offensive line for most of camp other than today. So, he proves that he can play right tackle too.
Hugh is going to be fine and ready to roll.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's just we've got to make sure that we maintain what's right for Hugh. But Hugh went through some practice today.
Okay.
Are you still coaching big picture, or are you coaching Western Michigan yet specifically?
No, it's been Western Michigan the last 2 days. Okay. We practice a lot like they do in the pros, where your 2s will run the looks, right. And then they'll get later looks of what we're doing. But I think that it's so important that your 1s get great looks, and that's what we're going to ask our 2s to do, is give great pictures of Western Michigan, because they're a very good football team.
Where do you feel the most confident right now with this team? What area, what unit, where do you have the most confidence in the guys?
We're still working. We're still working. I'm not going to be confident until we play a football game.
You said tomorrow's a full scrimmage?
Well, it's going to be, each guy will get about 30 plays, somewhere in there. And, we've got to manage it as football coaches. So we're going to make sure that we manage that practice so it's beneficial. Oh yeah, there'll be refs here. Yeah.
But last kind of major work before Western Michigan?
Yeah. I've always done one 12, 13 days prior to the first game. So it'll be not a full scrimmage by any means.
Okay.
But it'll put them in some situations.
Did you see the kids today? They're off their first break, first real break in a while. Did they look fresher? Did they, you know what I mean? Did you see,
Well, it took a little bit to get them started. And that's
Okay.
what I told them. And, championship football teams, when they step out on the football field, it's go, go, go. So I think the seniors jumped in and did what they were supposed to do, and I think we ended outstanding. But we didn't start the way that I usually see teams start.
Coach, what do you like about Chris Beatty when you hired him? What was the thing that...
Chris has been around programs that they've built and won. When he was playing, I coached against him. He was playing at the time, so he was an outstanding wide receiver in his college days. And he's been at West Virginia. He's been at Vanderbilt. He's known to be a great recruiter, and he's a great person. So, kind of no-brainer.